Doug, Jamie, Harvey, thank you so much. Getting old sucks. You know, the heroes are sitting out here in the audience. It's very simple to do one or two cases, but it's the faithful who come to this every year. I look around, I see Bruce Broyette, I see Brown Green. Funny story about Brown. I met him, had to be 35, 40 years ago. I walked up, I was a young lawyer, he was a young lawyer. And I said, hi, I'm Joe Cotchett, you're Brown Green, you're Green Brown. And he said, no, asshole, it's Brown Green. That was a 40-year relationship in the making, and here it is tonight. I see this young man, Brown Green, and I'm not the asshole you thought I was. Hilda and Dana, how do you follow what these two women have gone through? I'm going to be very brief because I think we have a star here tonight, and that star truly is a non-lawyer, and that's Tom Steyer, who you're recognizing. And when I say you understand that our job as lawyers, and it's such an honor to be here. I see Neville Johnson out there. I see two of my partners up there, Neil and Frank, and people like that who are my sons, believe me when I tell you that. You saw a young woman up there by the name of Anne Marie Murphy. So people give me credit for saving those buildings. Let me tell you who saved those buildings for the state of California, your children and your grandchildren. That's Anne Marie Murphy. And we had to get this case done. We had about 15 days to stop the sale. She has two twin boys, small. This was around the Christmas holidays. We were all working feverishly. She brought the kids into the firm, put them in her office, and would work till midnight to save those buildings. This is the commitment. So when I stand up here and I thank you for this honor, the honor goes to not only the Anne Marie Murphys, but to all of you who are here tonight. You are the faithful that are saving our society as we know it. To my good friend John Burton, the first campaign I worked in was for a guy by the name of John F. Kennedy in New York. I came out here to go to school after being arrested in Raleigh, North Carolina, for drinking out of a, quote, colored fountain. I didn't give a shit. It was very funny. I went before a magistrate. I played basketball at North Carolina State. He said to me, son, what the hell are you doing? I said, Your Honor, I was just getting a little water. He said, you know you don't drink out of, quote, please excuse us, nigger fountains? I said, Your Honor, I didn't realize that, but that's the way I was just drinking water. He says, how are we going to do Friday night? And I said, we're going to do pretty good if I'm there, Your Honor. And he said, now get your ass out of here. If I ever see you again creating shit in Raleigh, North Carolina, you got big trouble. I went outside. I took the bus back to campus. I got in the back of the bus. The bus driver saw me sitting in the back of the bus. He saw a sheriff's car. He pulled over. I said, oh, shit. I'm going back before that same magistrate. So you are the heroes. You are the people that made it happen. When I came to San Francisco, the first people I started playing basketball against was John Burton, a whole bunch of people. Willie tried to play. He was a shits. But I had a good left hook, and John and I have been friends for, I think, 44 or 45 years. And then the very first precinct I walked in California, was for a young man by the name of Phillip Burton. This man had the courage. This individual had the integrity. This individual, to me, epitomized what this country is all about. It was such an extraordinary honor when Jamie called me and said, we'd like to give you the Phillip Burton Legal Legacy Award. My heart stopped for a moment, and I thought back to when I walked those precincts in San Francisco for then young Phillip Burton. It was extraordinary the way it grabbed me, because it reminded me of what all of us are committed to doing. So when I see a Tom Steyer, what he did, let me tell you where we are, and I'm going to close with this because you saw enough nonsense. I was in Washington recently, and let me tell you where we're going and what we're up against. Approximately 2 miles west of here is the Pacific Ocean. You are looking at drilling platforms very soon, unless someone has the courage to veto what is going to get through the Congress and the Senate. You are looking at bulldozing for shale oil in Bakersfield, Kern County, and Riverside. You are looking at a devastation of our environment and a devastation to the consumer. I don't have to bore you with that. You saw what the Supreme Court is now doing. But when I see the Tom Steyers stand up, it is such an honor for me to be even in this room, let alone up on this platform, to know that there are people like Tom that are willing to stand up for you and I, our children and our grandchildren, and say, no, I am going to stand up, I'm going to be heard. He stopped the oil companies, he's going to stop them again, we all are. This is a family. I will be there for you, Tom will be there for you. And by the way, the Ninth Circuit says I can't say this, but screw him, God bless you.